Here we are again with another episode of Community Storytelling Season 4. Season 4, gosh, I can't believe that. And we always give our thanks to Linda Lester and Lester Square for being our sponsor. Hopefully she's our proud sponsor. We have a fun one today. I'm Lissa Kreisler, by the way, in case you're just tuning in for the first time. But I'm sitting next to the most incredible woman. And she has stories to tell. Her name is Mary Jane Parfitt, although she has a nickname. We'll get to that. She's 92 years old, and I know you don't care that I said 92 because
I love being 90.
Los Gatos, I must tell you, because I've been keeping my eye on it, has made a program and a plan and a promise to do more for senior citizens. And we love our senior citizens here at KCAT TV 15, and we're actually going to be involved with doing more with our senior citizens. So we've got one of the finest right here next to me, MaryBeth. Now you have this nickname, I'm not sure what it is.
Oh, Mayo.
Where did that come from?
I'm the youngest of 4 children, and I came along 7 years after they were all going. So I had a brother who was 18 months older than I was, and he couldn't say Mary Elizabeth.
Oh, got it. So you're Mayo.
So I'm Mayo.
You're no Mayo. Just don't put you on a sandwich, right?
No.
Something like that.
And when I became an artist, then I took it back again.
Well, you have done everything. I know you were a flight attendant.
Yes.
I know you were a realtor. I guess you still are. You
am.
still have your license? You keep it up to
Well,
date?
I don't need it.
You don't. You're right.
No.
Mortgage banker.
Yes, I have a license.
You grew up, I think, in San Francisco.
No, in Alameda. I was
In
born in
Alameda.
Alameda.
And?
4 brothers and sisters. 3 brothers and sisters, 4 with me. And it was always, and me too. You know?
Yes, yes.
The last one is me too. We lived there. I went to Holy Names High School.
Yes.
Was Piedmont Avenue and Dwight Way, our house. So we were right on the campus of the University of California. So 2 brothers became engineers. And probably some of you here know about Bolt Hall. And
Yeah, I think we've heard of it.
Yes,
Yes.
built that. when I
And
was
you
here.
were a beauty queen.
Well, I went for sewing lessons one time. My mother said, it's summer now. I want you to learn to sew. So I went downtown Berkeley, and the Chamber of Commerce was next door, and I was 17. And the woman at the store said, you should go next door and sign up for, they're going to have a 4th of July beauty contest. I said, no, Catholic girl, don't go do that. So anyhow, got talked into that, and I came home and I said to my mother, I signed up for a beauty contest today, but I'm not going. She said, you're going. So miraculously, I won a trip to Hawaii. Oh. Wonderful to see Hawaii at 17, the Royal Hawaiian Hotel.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So anyhow, from there, it was kind of an easy.
What was the title?
Miss Berkeley.
Oh, Miss Berkeley.
Yes, yes. And then I went on to a few other Miss this and that.
Yeah.
Yes, Miss 4-H Club. And, you know. But anyhow, this was, wonderful. I think.
Yeah.
You know.
And what year did you come to Los Gatos?
And then Los Gatos, I was in Chicago for 30 years. Raised 2 sons, 2 fine sons. One for United Airlines, and then I had been from United Airlines, and my husband was he was in dispatch and then work up to a nice position. And then he passed away about 20 years ago, and I thought maybe I should get busy. So I've been doing things.
So you moved to Los Gatos.
Moved to Los Gatos.
And we're looking at all these beautiful butterfly cards. Mm-hmm. How do you make those?
Well, I started years ago with going through a book from, I think, the Smithsonian, and they had the most gorgeous butterflies, and I just kind of caught, and I said, I'd like to do those. So I don't take butterflies. People say, do you kill them?
No.
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 But
I mean,
anyhow,
how do you make them?
so I do with my artwork is not paint and thing. It's scissors. So I do all my work with scissors. So I
Because the
actually,
butterflies stick out, you can feel them.
those are, yes, but those are real butterflies. I have a collection from England that's 100 years old. And remember when they stick pins in the butterflies?
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's pin prints in these.
Really?
So I just have them actually printed, and then I work on the back of them to give them substance and shape. And I love each one of them.
Oh my goodness! How long does it take you to make one?
Not very long.
And then, do you sell these cards?
I have sales all over. I have museums, gift shops, and museums that buy them. But what I really do is make money for charitable things through my cards. And an example is the nutrition center across the street. We made up cards, and we sold quite a few, and made money for them.
That's amazing.
And it's just a fun thing to do.
You're 92 years old.
Yes, I am.
I mean, who would know? Who would know? And so tell me how, because I know you have some dear close friends.
Yes.
And where did you all meet each other? And what do you do? Because it seems like you socialize a lot with these friends.
Well, we socialize. I have always had kind of a calling. When my mom and dad passed away, I was able to get along and do what I want to do after, businesses and different things. So, and I went to the nutrition center and lunch every week, and something that we kind of serious about.
Yeah.
And we want it better than it is right now, and we're going to continue. But the idea is have something to do that kind of fulfills you.
Gives you purpose.
So I live on a very strict budget.
Yeah.
And don't need a lot of money to live. And when I went to the nutrition center, I saw the homeless sitting across the way, three men, and all of a sudden I saw a man who didn't match.
In terms of he was dressed nicely.
Charlie, are you, what do you do? I've seen you here a couple times. He says, oh, I'm an engineer. I said, you are? The other guys had tattoos. And it turns out that he got to the wrong table. So
you put him in the right table.
Yes, we put
your
him in the right
table.
my table. And I've had him ever since.
Oh my goodness, what a story
So
that
it's a
is.
very romantic story.
Oh, it's so sweet. And every day you see him and just chit chat and.
Well, he has a house and I have a house, and we're friends.
Oh my goodness. So now tell me, I told you that Los Gatos has made a commitment to improve senior services. They've just issued a lot of money
That's
to
wonderful.
3 different agencies, one of them being KCAT. It's going to make a difference.
Wonderful.
What would be one thing that you would hope that this town would start doing for seniors?
Well, number one, I actually brought a brochure that Coco sent me, and it's a grandma computer. It doesn't have all the things my Apple does. I'm 92, I'm forgetting half the things now that it does, and can't even get my printer going anymore, which you helped me with.
I'm in my 60s and I don't know half the stuff that my computer does.
So things like that, things that could help us, and maybe have people come. I think your hair and makeup and what have you, just as important as to senior citizens.
Of course.
But we don't know really how to do that. We don't have people calling for us to come. So why not have classes and guest speakers and things that could make our lives better?
I'm going to make sure that happens.
I
know
you
people in high
will.
places. You are a delight. 92 years old. We want you here for another 92.
Oh, thank you so
are
much.
wonderful. MaryBeth Parfitt, or Mayo.
Mayo.
Mayo, as those who know her well call her, and it's just been a delight.
Oh,
Like I
thank you.
always say, community storytelling. What you don't think is a story is a story. Nominate yourself for someone else at KCAT.org, and make sure you stay with us and watch our next episode of Community Storytelling on KCAT TV 15. I'm Lissa Kreisler.